Good morning, boss. If you guys don't notice, the boss is excited today.
I am.
Not because we're going to work.
Not because we're going to work. No, we bought another gold ticket, you guys. So this year, it's really cool. We actually got a gold dog tag, and it says the gold ticket 2021. And so we are going to do North Carolina tomorrow.
Starts tomorrow, guys. So we're going to take you on that trip tomorrow.
Yeah.
Then we might do a couple other states. We have a really good, we're going to tell you, we have a 1 in 110 chance.
Yeah.
Right?
So I'll check it today. That was when I checked it yesterday to see how many tickets were sold. And yeah.
There was 1,000 tickets up for grab for North Carolina. And last year they sold all out. The last one.
Pretty much, right? Like I think that they only had like 50 tickets left.
So we had a 1 in 950 chance. Now we have a 1 in 100 and something because not many people bought them.
I know.
And some of the other states are 1 in like 70 something, so we're gonna check the border states. So we might be traveling to Georgia, South Carolina.
Yeah. So we're determined because if we buy 3 states, then we get 3 of these, and then one of the kids is out. So therefore, we'd
have to buy another state.
No, we have to win a gold ticket so that they each have one.
Oh, yeah. And
right?
and the prize is either $5,000 or you can take a trophy with gold and silver in it.
Yeah.
And of course, we're going to take the trophy with gold and silver.
We want the trophy. We want a trophy that says you are the winner of the gold ticket.
So, I mean, I know it's only 1 in 100 and something chance, but you got to try, and we have a feeling it's going to be by us.
Yeah.
So
I guess we can, since like they put out a book and everything, we can tell them what the riddle was last time, right?
We're going to be doing that tomorrow. Rachel's going to find the riddle here. Today we are planting, guys. So you'll be doing a session with us planting our new plants in the trays. We're going to be transplanting and starting a whole bunch more flower seeds today. Yeah, a lot more flower seeds today. But here's the riddle from the last one.
So this was from the North Carolina one last time. And if you guys have been watching us and you know, we never got anywhere with the North Carolina
Somebody
one.
found it that morning.
Yeah, so we got the riddle. We couldn't figure it out that day. So we ended up taking the kids just pumpkin picking, and we went to go pick sunflowers. Apples. You know, just to get them out of the house. And then the next day, Carl and I went to work in the morning, and what was released? A hint was released. And then as we were reading the hint, I made the connection, but it was like 4 hours away.
Yeah, 4 hours away, and by that time we weren't going to drive all the way out there. So.
Yeah. But so it said, the crook in the tree carried the creatures all in black. I couldn't catch a break, nor could I slack. If the coward bit me while I seek, I'd pee my pants before I shriek. So, and then the hint that came out was, it was 8:15 when Carrie woke up and stretched as high as possible into the air. Her hair was all tangled as she used a wooden hairbrush that hardly did a thing. It was time for her little brother's game, and she didn't really want to go. So that is when I put the connection to Carrie, because, you know, when it said it was 8:15 when Carrie woke up. So it was actually found in Cary, North Carolina, in a Lions Park baseball field, and it was in the crook of a tree. So a guy, single man, found it in North Carolina, and you know, we were just cheering them
so
on.
that's the riddles, and we get one tomorrow. We can't read it to you.
No, we can't read you tomorrow's because you know, it has to go through the whole thing. We can be disqualified if we share the riddle, you know, publicly, but this one's over with. So
you guys follow us on that in the next video and see if we find the gold ticket.
Yeah, send us all your good luck. That would be great.
So let's go and get prepped and see what we're going to do today, get ready to plant these seeds. We have a lot more to go. We're running out of room, so we're hoping the weather warms up really fast.
Yeah.
They are talking at the end of 2 weeks. We're supposed to be almost 60 degrees for 5 days straight. And that's towards the end of February. So we'll see what we can do.
Yeah, and we just want to say, you know, at the beginning of the video, thank you so much for watching, and please continue to like, share, and comment.
Yes, thank you guys so much. So I'm back out here at it again, guys. Look at it. I'm going to fill up some of these small seed trays, and then we will meet you inside the house to start planting some more of these seeds. I have so many seeds, thousands of flowering seeds. I think Rachel said I go a little bit overboard, but why not? I'm not paying for any of the soil, so I might as well plant everything I can. And it seems to be working out pretty good. Oh, and we got some other new things today. The old silver truck, I need to get the tires off. They're the tires that are supposed to be on the new truck. We put them tires on the new truck because they were snow tires that we just bought the year before. So I need them off of that silver truck so we can put the old tires back on. And then I'm going to put the truck on jack stands just to get that done so I can just drive the tires down. And we're going to use the new impact wrench to do that, the impact gun. It's going to make changing brakes so much easier. So let me get some more of the soil into these trays here. And I am going to make that worm casting tea, because I found a bucket a friend gave me that had all this stuff to brew, has kelp, and all this other stuff to actually, it came with a pump too. He gave me this last year. I just never used it. It came with a pump and all these different things to put into it. I just have to read on how to do this and how to put this setup together. Hopefully I can get that done Sunday, and we are going to start doing maintenance on the mowers too this week. So let's go ahead and get these trays filled, and then we will meet you in the house to plant. There you guys go. I got 10 trays. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I filled 10 trays up so we can start, and then I have trays in the house. So we can start, I think, 1,000 seeds tonight. Not sure how many we're going to start, but I can start 1,000 seeds and transplant probably 200 or 300 of the flowers and other things we have inside. But I don't think we're going to do that much tonight. It's pretty late now. As long as we can get some done, that's all that counts. And then after the treasure hunt, we'll get some more planted. But let's take these inside, get that done, and then I'm going to do research on this compost brewing thing. So if you guys have a kit out there that you guys use that use all the kelp and everything, I got to try to look it up. We found who sells this stuff. We just don't know how to do it. But it's probably pretty simple. I just got to figure out what to mix. So let's go inside. So here's some of the different flower seeds we're going to be starting tonight, guys. There's a lot of them, so we'll see how many of these we get started. So many different varieties of sunflowers, zinnias, celosia, lavender. I'm going to try to grow poppies, so we'll see. Teddy bear. Cool. This is going to be a really cool flower garden. So we're back inside, guys, obviously in the greenhouse.
Good evening. Yeah, the greenhouse.
It's really not the greenhouse, but it's just we have all the plants. And as you see, we work with limited amount of lights, so you really don't need all kinds of lights as long as you're vigilant about putting your plants out when it's warmer and like rotating them underneath the lights.
Yeah, it's actually better to make sure that you have the lights really super close, like probably like even 6 inches, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, this is even a little further, but Carl rotates them again.
Yeah, so. In the morning I put all the ones on the bottom on the top, put the other ones under the light. Mm-hmm. So we do the best that we can. Yeah. But as you guys know, Rachel all day's been researching on the treasure hunt because we are going on a treasure hunt tomorrow.
So it's like the eve of the riddle release, you know, and we're excited. Even the dogs, they sense, you know, that we're going somewhere, obviously. So we get stuff ready and we're a family of 6 again. So we try to pack and make sure that
so you guys can follow us on that journey tomorrow. That's going to be fun. But
yeah, we're super excited about it.
We picked a group of plants that we're planting because we for time reasons, we don't want to be up all night planting seeds.
Yeah.
But tonight we're gonna plant some. What is it? Celosia.
Yeah.
We're gonna plant some phlox. We've never grown phlox. Some white marigolds, alyssum, lavender, salvia. What's celosia?
Yeah, and then another celosia. So these are two different types of celosia that we're gonna grow, and people may know them as like coxcomb, I believe, or pampas plumes, they sometimes call them. So we're gonna do two of them. We're not gonna start this sweet peas tonight. We're gonna, with these sweet peas, these are not the edible sweet peas. These are not sugar snap peas, or what do you call them? Snow daddy peas or whatever. These are sweet pea flowers.
Yes.
So in order to get them to germinate better, we're going to actually soak them or put them in a wet paper towel for a few days, and then we'll go ahead and plant them.
And I think, we're gonna plant them along the.
Yeah, we're
where
gonna
we
try
cleaned out
to.
the bed there.
Yeah.
And let them grow up the side of the where we put all the mulch in. You guys.
Yeah,
see?
so they're climbing and they're like early spring. So that's kind of why, try to make things pretty and colorful.
Some petunias. And some pansies.
Yeah.
And I think Rachel has sage here.
Yes.
So we're gonna do
and the marigolds.
And the
so,
marigolds.
Yeah, so we're gonna overplant the marigolds too because oh, you have the white marigolds too? Or
yeah.
Okay.
I have them too.
So we're gonna overplant them too because we can always use lots of marigolds, and we use them as like a pest deterrent almost.
Yes.
And these came from our garden, so we're not sure on the germination. I think that they're probably gonna still germinate, but
yeah.
And then what I am doing here is we actually just have like a planting book, and we're just putting what date we're planting, what we're planting, how much of it, if we're planting a full tray, half a tray, however many cells we're planting. And then we go back and look and try to write down how many days did it take for it to germinate in this. And then like today I kind of made some notes because our parsley was planted on January 25th and today is February 12th. So in like 3 weeks, right?
Yeah. It has already a second leaf.
Yeah,
right?
second true leaves. So super excited about how this stuff is
growing in this stuff that we made without spending any money.
Okay, and then the other little tip too is we told you the other day that we used, was it Tony's idea or somebody's idea? I can't quite remember, but thank you to whoever told us this, to write down on the old yogurt containers. Well, we actually have paint pens because we do the rock painting, and that's what I use to write on anything that we have to do with planting, because when you're watering, permanent markers wash away.
Yes.
No matter what permanent marker you use, it washes away. So the paint pens at least have a little bit longer.
The funny thing is, guys, because we made this soil out of all leaf compost, you can see the little things crawling in it. I seen actually a little worm the other day crawling from one side to the other side.
Yeah.
It's funny. And nothing.
And those are all what you can see. Imagine what you can't see.
So that's another good thing about this not being sterile. I mean, when you sterilize it, doesn't it kill all the
I think
good things? And we haven't had any fungus attack the plants or anything that's harmed any of the plants. So it's been pretty good so far.
So we're doing marigolds.
So what's your game plan, Rach, for tomorrow?
So our game plan is just to drive, I think. Like, we have found I've just been researching.
She found a Bigfoot statue in the middle of the forest.
It actually not too far from here in like Waynesville area. So So I don't know. I don't know exactly what we're doing or where we're going, and who knows what, I keep saying, well, Carl, what do you think about this? And he's like, I don't know, Rachel. We have to wait for the riddle.
I said we have to wait for the riddle. It could be anywhere in the state of North Carolina.
Yeah.
It could be all the way in the Outer Banks. But I'm thinking that it is really actually, I can just jam a bunch of these in the hole and they pop up.
Yeah, so one tray, and I'll make a little note that these are our marigolds, right?
Yeah. So I'm having a feeling, because we've been watching and stuff, that it's going to be somewhere out here by us. We've been taking hints on where they've been because they've been posting it on Facebook and stuff.
Well, and they only did the 4 states this time. So they only did Florida, Georgia, North Carolina, and South Carolina. So, in order for them to hit all of those states, boom, we're just thinking. But we could be completely wrong.
We were completely wrong about South Carolina, weren't we?
Yes, we were. South Carolina. And you guys, I don't even know if I think we were a little bummed because we thought that we had it so figured out.
Yeah. But we didn't.
But we didn't. Carl and I, here I am, Carl's planting and I'm talking. But
oh, that's fine. If you call this planting, they're just jamming them in a hole.
So we were so sure on the South Carolina riddle, right?
Yeah.
That we came home, ate dinner, and Carl and I were even debating on going back because we were looking on the map, on Google Maps, and like zooming in. And one of the street names, right, made us think.
Yeah, it seemed just like where it could have been. And turns out, obviously, it wasn't.
But it was like some type of club, too, or something, right?
Yeah, it was
an Elks Lodge.
Yeah, an Elks Lodge.
An Elks Lodge. And then we were just thinking that city because it was something to do with the generators, and in the riddle,
something with lights.
Yeah, a glow.
Yeah, a glow. So we were wrong.
And Red Arm, we were so wrong because it was found on the other side of the state, like, I don't know, by red chairs or something.
Yeah, it was.
But it was fun. And
yeah, it was fun. It was something for us to get out of the house and have fun with the kids during all this stuff that was going on. We could still social distance and take the kids out to do something. But,
and the dogs. The dogs like to get out too.
So obviously there's no rhyme or reason to how I planted these marigolds because they are...
Okay, I'm going to do these 2 then, and you're going to get another tray, and you need 2 more, right?
Yeah.
So let's do lavender and sage in these next one. Sorry, I want to write these down so that, because if we don't keep track, then we don't.
Yeah, we already don't know what some plants are. Well, one group of plants, because...
Yeah, we're going to have to wait for the true leaves to come out because we can't remember. That's what happens is when you plant a bunch of seeds, you start getting tired towards the end, and then you're like, oh, man.
And I think that tag fell out, to be honest.
Well, it had to, because I was trying to be really good about tags like I am right now.
Yeah, but we're trying to figure out too, something's eating the kale.
Yeah, so I think it might be the cat.
So I think it might be the cat coming out here.
I don't think it's Dino, and I don't think it's Delilah, the Jack-Rat Terriers.
No, they're Dinos on the other side of the house. So, and Mello and them are on the other side of the house too. None of them come out here.
I mean, that's the only thing that I could think of, unless we have a mouse that got into the house. A mouse that got into the house.
We do live on a farm, in a field, and we do see them running around outside in places.
Yeah, but usually if that would happen, I would think that Flash would take care of that problem.
We call Flash a cog. He's a cog, a dog-cat mix. He acts like a dog.
Okay, we're gonna get it tested, right?
Yeah, I definitely am gonna get this soil tested. I'm gonna send a batch of this out, plain out, to be tested. And then after I water it with my compost tea and all that for a couple weeks, we're gonna send that out and see what the soil analysis is on that with the compost tea. Just so we're doing research. So what am I planting now?
So lavender.
Oh, so lavender. Now lavender we planted.
Sage.
a half and a half, right?
Yeah.
So lavender we planted, and the germination rate on the lavender was low. But we got 8 plants so far, and I'm very, very happy.
So has anybody heard of the gold ticket hunt or I know that John French was gonna do it, but I don't think John ever got to it.
Yeah.
So, and then I don't know. Did we I don't think that we did hear of anybody else that was gonna do it, right?
No, this time around it wasn't as popular, but I'm gonna say I ain't complaining, because the less people that signed up, the better chances whoever's in it have to win.
Yeah.
You know, before it was 1,000 people almost, and now it's a little bit over 100 people, so that increases everybody's odds dramatically.
Yeah. Kohlrabi is one of those that also looks like cabbage and broccoli and Brussels sprouts, right?
Yeah, and I think we do have one. We lost the tag on that maybe too.
No, really? I told you not to do that.
But
didn't we? Wasn't that one of our tips for
That was
them?
one of our tips, but you know how it goes. So, but that is something that we know what it looks like. And another thing with this soil, we've been using very, very low weed germination in it. Even though it was from outside, and it's very low. I'm very surprised. Man, this is going to be one colorful yard by the middle of the year, right?
Yeah. Hopefully it's going to be one profitable growing season.
Yes, hopefully.
I think that there was a year where we had that drought, remember?
Yeah, that was a bad year. Because obviously you guys, if you've been watching us from gardening last year, we don't run any really irrigation.
No.
And we sometimes hope the rain comes and does it, but it's a lot of work. And I think that might be some of our problems with growing and not getting lush green plants are we probably we need more nutrients. So that's why I'm doing the whole worm compost tea and the worm farm.
Yeah, because buying fertilizer all the time is not really feasible.
No.
Go get that drink of water.
So I'm not sure how many plants we have started back there.
I don't know either.
We're gonna, as we put them and up pot them to separate them from being like 6, 7 plants, because Rachel plants a lot of plants in one cell.
Didn't we just talk about this?
Yeah, so
I admitted it. I admit my faults.
So we're gonna up plant them, and then we're gonna count them off and keep an inventory of all the different plants that we have growing, how much we have, and we have a lot of flower seeds, like a ton of them. So I'm gonna go easy on this, and I'm gonna try to put 2 seeds in each hole.
This is early, by the way, for starting seeds. But our plan is to try to hopefully get, seeds started so that we can have some plants to sell to people.
Yes.
And the flowers, we just want to get started early, because the earlier that you have flowers, then the earlier you can do, bouquets. So, typically we will be starting our tomato and pepper seeds probably in a couple weeks, right?
Yeah.
Because our last frost, I guess, right, is it would be our last frost.
Our last
frost date is technically not until like
April,
I think late April,
right?
Late April. So then people say like, oh, you shouldn't plant around here till Mother's Day. So that's late. That's May, you guys.
We're living on the edge.
Yeah.
Living on the edge.
We're going to try to push it and see what we can do without a greenhouse.
Yes. Well, we're going to have a little one out there, so hopefully if the wind doesn't take it down again, I'm going to put it back up, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to I got a climbing rope. I'm going to go over it with the climbing rope, and Mellow's drinking something.
Yeah.
You hear him, guys?
He's a big dog. You might hear him.
Oh yeah, he might start. Okay, so here's some tiny little petunia seeds.
Tiny little petunia seeds. Oh, you little tiny petunia seeds, you better grow for me. Right?
2. Oh man, this is like very delicate work.
Very delicate. Shh.
I'm sure they have other means to do this. Easier. But...
Yeah, it's called by proven winners at an experienced grower. Yeah. Right?
Wait, that's what we're trying to do eventually. Become experienced growers.
Oh, that's right.
Come on, man. We're coming up with our own soil recipe.
We actually always said that we would call it Happy's Family Farm. But I think the other day I said, oh, maybe we should like call it Happy's Food Forest.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Right?
Yeah.
When we have our own.
So in 10 years, if we're still, well, hopefully we're still doing this. In 10 years, you guys can say, hey, we remember when you were in the old farmhouse planting plants on a chair and with plants in the background. Now you guys have this big old shop with planting stuff and big, nice, functioning farm. Everybody, you got to have a dream, right?
Yeah. Have a dream.
Without dreams, there's no direction, I don't think, right? But when I talk, I forget where I planted. Oh, goodness. This second pack, look at the difference.
Oh, wow.
Here I am being...
So, okay. So that actually brings us to a point, though, real quick. That is why... So who do you guys think has been eating the little seedlings?
I'm not even sure.
Who do you think? I have no idea.
Who do you think has... Why do you think some of the seedlings have broken stems?
Oh, geez. I wonder, mister.
Could it be you?
So anyway, back to my thought. What I was going to say is that is why it's beneficial to pay more for seeds and get them from a reputable place. These were just seeds that we picked up, like I said, at like just a dollar store. So it's, you never know what you're going to get. We could think that we're planning.
Are you purring?
Yeah, he is. We could think that we're planning, you know, one type of flower and it's going to be something totally different. I think he's trying to ham it up.
Flash.
The gold ticket is not the only like treasure hunt, or so is anybody out there geocache or go on other little treasure hunts. That would be fun to hear about.
We did some of the geocaching. Rachel likes to have clues and stuff.
Yeah.
The geocaching, it's just basically following your phone and stuff, I think.
Yeah, so when we did it, we actually just did it at the Arboretum, right? Is that where we went? So we were at the Arboretum and they just give you this cool little, you know, geocaching thing. And it is kind of neat, but it's just more like following a map. And with 6 of us, like they all want their hands on it, you know? Whereas with this, with getting the clues and the riddle, you know, they all can kind of put their own little... And even, believe it or not, the 12-year-old Jared got into it last time. And I think maybe he was one of the main reasons that we also... Because he was like, yeah, I saw that, you know, and he like was telling us about the first generator or something. Mm-hmm. So we're like... Oh my gosh, it all makes sense. You're right. Let's go. And we went. Okay, so what are we going to do next?
But we were on the wrong side of the stage.
On the wrong side?
Definitely on the wrong side.
But we were still smiling, and that's all that matters. Yeah, we just like to get to know North Carolina, so.
We might be getting to know Georgia.
Yeah.
If she finds a North Carolina one, I promise you we're doing South Carolina, Georgia.
That's a definite.
Maybe Tennessee.
Even
Virginia.
if we don't win tomorrow, we might be doing Georgia.
Yeah, because it's supposed to be nice
depending on the weather. Yeah,
it's supposed to be nice. So
that's what
I said
we're
to the
waiting
blog,
on.
you know, we're going to get all this done before our growing season and our lawn care season starts because we can't leave this stuff for more than a day or two.
No.
Especially, we did one year and our scent was gone and a groundhog found it and devoured everything. So
Well, and then the 1 year I
called
actually
Rachel up.
Yeah, I actually
out.
went away in June, and I just because I wasn't out there and I wasn't on top of it, he called me up. He's like, "There's bugs everywhere."
Oh man, they were everywhere.
And that was actually the first year that we realized that like kale, like once you get to the hot heat of the summer, you need to take kale out here. Especially in our area anyway.
Yeah.
You know, other areas can continue to grow it all year, but it just gets too hot here. And then this, I don't even know what kind of bugs they are. I forget.
They look like stink bugs, but they're orange and black.
I forget what they're called now, but we, you know, looked them up, did all this research, and yeah, I really forget what they're called. But they come because of the brassicas. So, you know, that's why brassicas, we're growing them now.
Yes.
They'll only grow until, you know, they're done. And then we won't do another one until the fall.
Right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, all right. That's enough talking tonight. I really appreciate you guys. So we really appreciate you guys.
So please like, comment, and subscribe.
Yes. And be happy.
Or at least try, guys.
Have a good night.